Hey guys, welcome back to another session of using technical analysis to find key trading setups for the day. So previously we called the drop on Aussie CAD all the way down, and he has reached our profit target at 0.9470. So now we're looking at what we're going to do now that price has reached our profit target. It's important to note that there is still overall bearish strength, bearish momentum that we're facing. So if you're looking to play a bounce, we probably don't want to play it too high, right? Instead, what we're going to do now is we're going to see where we can play a bounce from. So the very first thing I notice is that there is this level here, there's this support level here, but we need to determine if this support level is strong enough to support a bounce, and how high the bounce can go. Alright, so what I do notice is that there's not only a bounce over here, but if we stretch this further back, there was a previous bounce that occurred over here, right? And there's another bounce that occurred over here. Not too nice a bounce, but there was a bounce here, and there was a bounce here where it really took off from the 16th of July, right? So we always try to look at it from a graphical perspective first. That there was a bounce that occurred there. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to do a Fibonacci extension. We look for very clear zigzag kind of formations, right? So this is how I draw the zigzag all the way up to here. And what I notice is that there's a 61.8 extension that lines up right at this support level. Alright, so that means, that there is not the number of elements that add up here is that there's one nice bounce, two bounces, there's a third bounce over here, right? So there's a nice little swing low support along with a 61.8 extension. Okay, now is there anything else we can do? What I like to look at is I like to look at the stochastic, right? So I look at stochastic. I usually like to look at 2153. 2153. I tend to remove the background. Just want to see the key information, right? So the key information here that is telling me is that let's see. I noticed that big bounces tend to happen around the 6% level, right? So it's worth noting that that price is very close to the 6%, in the 4%, 6% level. Previously, there's a bounce at 6%, right? You can see over here and over here, right? And there was a previous big bounce also at similarly about 6%. So we're pretty close to there now, all right? So there's a high chance that price could bounce from here. So if you're going to play strategy, right, just how are we going to play it? So if you're going to call if you're going to call our buy entry over here, let me try to find my buy entry. Call a buy entry over here, right? So my stop loss would ideally be below the next key area of resistance, right? In this case, there's a area of resistance over here, right? Just worth highlighting it over here. Or rather, I mean the area of support. So my stop loss, I would probably put it just slightly below it. Right, so this would be where my stop loss is. Now, in terms of my take profit, right, I'm not going to play my bounce too high. I'm just going to do a retracement from to my entry, to my estimated entry, and looking at my graphical levels, my I would say the 38% would probably be the safest level to play to. Right, this would be the take profit level. Right, the reason for that, is because, let me just try to find the reason for that is because there's this big spike over here, right? Previously you can see that there's a little bit of noise over here, right? So there are probably a number of buyers that are over here getting ready to get rid of their positions, right? And 38% is always a key Fibonacci retracement to look at, right? So definitely this would be my the strategy I'm looking out for. I won't get into the trade yet. I'll just wait for my price to reach my buy entry, and that will set everything up in motion where we can expect a bounce towards 94.81, and if we were to put a stop loss, right, it'll be at 93.97, right? So as always, always do your own research before you take a trade. This is my analysis on Aussie CAD, right? And trade safe, everyone.